Before I introduce Mama Jules, so Mama, do you mind if I share a little about you? So Mama Jules is from Pine Ridge, where Mama Jules worked. Her organization is called MAMA, Mothers Against Meth Alliance, where they fight meth addiction on the Pine Ridge Reservation. Mama Jules is also at Standing Rock with the Red Warrior Camp for 5 or 6 months, and was the first Native woman to lock down to a piece of construction equipment to stop construction of the pipeline. I just want to say how honored it is to have you here. You know, Mama and her crew are going on a speaking tour across the country, so how honored. And I know you have to run to Worcester in a little bit tonight. But I just want to share a little background of what happened maybe like an hour ago. So myself, Mama Jules, and Mama Jules' daughters, we came to the bank early, maybe 20 minutes before 5, to ask if we could go in and have a meeting and just to share why we're doing this demonstration and to share our ask. I was able to get through the bank. Mama Jules is going through the tourney door things, and the police pulled and stopped us from going in. So I just want to say that we gave this bank an opportunity to talk and to have negotiations, and we want to still get to that point, but that they disrespected us and wouldn't even let us into the building. So I just wanted to share that information before Mama Jules talk, and I just hope folks know, I think there's some other folks working on this as well, but we want to make this a sustained campaign against Citizens Bank and keep putting pressure on them, encourage people to close their bank accounts with this bank until they cut off their line of credit to that pipeline company. So with that, I'll just introduce Mama Jules.
That's right. So anyway, thank you everyone for coming. My name's Julie Richards. I'm a member of the Oglala Lakota Nation. Crazy horses, people. The only nation to defeat the United States and take that flag. So I'm the founder of the Mothers Against Meth Alliance, and I started my program 6 years ago to fight meth on my reservation because there was no programs doing that. And part of the work I do is working sex trafficking prevention. And when they put a call out for warriors to come to Standing Rock, of course I had to go. Of course I had to go. I worked to save the people. I worked to save my people. So that was my calling. So I went there, and I went there to make a stand against the man camps, to make a stand against the sex trafficking and the drugs that they bring, and to put us, remember our missing and murdered Indigenous women. And we got there in August. There wasn't much people there. Where we camped, it was just a big old field of weeds, and spiders. There's lots of spiders. But we all had our roles there, and every time, the Red Warrior Camp, that is my family. We represent 26 different countries, our nations in 10 different countries. And we all came together to fight this pipeline, to put a stop to it. That's what we went there for, was to cut the head off that black snake. And so I locked down, me and my brother Victor, we locked down on September 6th. That was my daughter's birthday. That was my birthday present to her, to promise her that she'll always be able to be safe, to always be able to have clean drinking water, to not have to worry about drugs like meth and heroin and cocaine. Weed's medicine. Weed comes from Mother Earth. We've always had that medicine when we were free, before we were put on our POW camps. And what really makes me mad is that they had the nerve to lock us out of here. How are you going to ban someone on land you stole? This bank doesn't own this land. Those cops over there don't own this land. Indigenous people own this land. You know? We always did. This land was built on the blood of our ancestors. It's up to us to continue to fight just like our ancestors did. We need to fight for our kids. We need to fight for our grandchildren 100 years down the road. We need to make sure they have that clean drinking water. We need to make sure that they're able to walk around their neighborhoods and be safe and not have to worry about meth addicts killing them, because in my tribe just this summer we had 5 killings because of meth. 3 of them were innocent victims, a 2-year-old, a 13-year-old, and a 19-year-old. That's why I fight so hard against the meth dealers in my town. I get guns held on me, I get my windows broke off, I get death threats. But if I don't do it, who else is gonna do it? You know? And what those meth dealers don't know is that when I'm face to face with them, it's not only me facing them. I'm surrounded by my ancestors. I have Crazy Horse right here, I have Red Cloud, I have my grandparents, you know? I have the ancestors that you know, they walk with me. And that's why I always pray every morning to be humble, to walk this red road in a humble way. I went through drug and alcohol abuse. You know, I was sexually abused when I was a little girl by my mom's boyfriend. I was sent off to boarding school when I was 5 years old. I refuse to be a victim of all those. I'm a survivor. I'm a warrior. Creator gave me my voice and these experiences to help the young girls of my tribe, to help the young girls of anywhere. Anyone that calls out for help, I help them. Even on the road, I'm doing interventions. Last week I was dealing with 4 people, 3 of them with meth addictions, the other 2 suicides. You know? So my work doesn't quit just because I'm on the road. My work doesn't quit just because I get tired. I work 24/7, 24 hours a day, every single day. I do night patrols around my community. I pick up kids that are walking and take them home with me. Sometimes I don't even know these kids or their parents, but when I take them to their house, if they're drunk or on meth, they don't care. They let me take their kids. They don't even know me either. But they let me take those kids, and I keep them until their parents are okay. And it really hurts me to have to give them back, because I don't have a place of my own right now either, you know. A lot of us gave up everything to go fight for our water, to go fight for our land, to go fight against these man camps. I was one of them. I took my kids up there, me and my kids, my 2 daughters here and my son. But my son went back to school. He's graduating high school this year. So we gave up everything to be there because we knew we had to. We knew we had to be there to fight, you know. My girls are young. They're beautiful. I want them to be safe. They don't deserve to be around meth heads. They don't deserve to be around meth dealers. They don't deserve to have man camps only 100 miles away from us, where there's a risk that they could disappear. You know, it's scary, and that was at my fight at camp. I would bring awareness to that. I would tell all the young girls, don't go out alone. Even though we're in this camp, there's infiltrators. There's infiltrators everywhere, you know. Don't go around by yourself. There's man camps, 8 man camps all around here. We went to the biggest one and did an action there. And it got violent. They shot live rounds at us. You don't know how much rubber bullets they shot at us. The mace, the tear gas. You know, it was bad. They tried to arrest me that day for telling them. I had my banner, and it's for the innocent victims of meth violence. And I was telling them these kids died because of the meth coming from these man camps. And they tried to grab my banner, and I jerked it back, so they grabbed me. But I had a real good solid crew. I didn't go to jail that day. You know, that's the violence we have to put up with for protecting our water and protecting our people. But we still do it. We continue to do it, and we will continue to do it. Everyone's asking me now, what do you think they should do? What do you think people should do? If you're able, if you're ready to put your body on the line, go back there. Go back to camp. DAPL Dave has no business telling people to leave because he doesn't own that land. That land belongs to the Ocheti Shakoi.
Yeah.
That's all seven council fires, and I'm one of them. So I invite anybody that wants to go there and fight to go there.
Where do I fucking sign up?
You don't sign up, you just go.
Oh, good.
You don't have to sign up to fight for land and water. If it's in your heart to do it, get there. You might go to jail for a day or two, but you'll get out. You get
What if I
rubber
get
bullets,
raped?
but that's the warrior life. You know? It's up to us. It's up to us to be that warrior, to put our bodies on the line for the kids. It's not only natives, it's everybody. It's everybody's water, that's everybody's land that's being desecrated. But it's our mother. It's our mother that we have to watch. It's our ancestors that we have to see bones dug up. Of course we're gonna fight back. When this tour is over, I'm gonna build my goal for this tour is to build that safe house for women and children affected by meth violence on my reservation. My tribe won't help me, I'm all grassroots. My program's all grassroots. So we have to work hard for everything we do. My tribe don't support us, the state don't support us, fuck the government, you know? Who wants to take that money when they already owe us for taking our land and our black hills and all the gold out of there? You know? That's just taking money from them that has the blood of my ancestors on it. So that's why we say fuck the government. They said, well, they're gonna take your EBT away, your food stamps. I said, that's all right, I can live off the land, my ancestors did. If nobody fucking does anything, I'm sorry about my language, if nobody does nothing about Trump, we're all gonna have to live off the land. If you don't know how to hunt, you better learn, or find a good native friend that will help you. Learn how to fish. It's time to learn to live off the land again, because I'm ready. I spent 6 months in Standing Rock, and that's what we did. We lived off the land, and it was awesome. I didn't even want to come back to colonization. I hate it. I hate the cities. We were in New York City, and I about went crazy. I told my brother, I gotta get out of here. I need to see nature. I need to be back in the woods. I need to be back in the wilderness. I need to be back with the wildlife, my family. I just want to say thank you to everybody that does support Standing Rock. It's not even a Standing Rock issue anymore. You know? Who wants to stand with Standing Rock when their chief sold out? Their president sold out. Stand with the Ocheti Shakoi. Let me get a black snake kill us. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Black snake kill us! Thank you guys for listening to me. I really appreciate it.